Welcome in, everybody. Hope y'all are having a good day. How is everybody doing? Say hello when you guys come in. I'm going to wait for a little bit and then we're going to watch a video. We're going to watch a video and then we're going to talk a little bit. Thank you for the heart knees. Welcome in. Did y'all have a good night last night? Welcome in. How's everybody doing? Not relaxing night for you. How was yours? We had rain and some lightning and some thunder. It was nice and relaxing. And I'm always about thunder and lightning. So it was a good night. Hello, Rebecca. Spent the day with my granddaughters yesterday. Aw, that was fun. Glad you got to do that with them. I know. Storms are amazing. I love it. There's something about the fresh rain and the next morning it just feels so clean. I don't know. That's just what I think. So, alright, we're going to play a video from yesterday. I did not watch this part and I went back and I watched it. And I want to address a couple things, but I want you all to watch this video. I'm not going to really watch the whole thing, but we're going to address like the first, probably, I don't know, 20 minutes into this, depending on when she stops talking about this issue. So, welcome in, everybody. 500 comments in your live. Thank you. Thank you for the heart me. I want to wait until some more people come in because I don't want to have to I'm not going to replay this video. It is up on my YouTube channel. Anybody can go and watch it. And I'm not going to start it over. So once I start it, that's it. Oh, you just watched it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what Angela was saying. Something about grandsons. But the first part of it, I think, was... Let me see. Yeah, Angela, rephrase that, because, we didn't get the first part of that message. Oh, your son is terrified of storms. Aww. Is he a little guy or is he older? Our dogs are terrified. My brother's dog is beyond terrified. As soon as he hears any type of fireworks or thunder, he starts to climb the TV stand. That's how bad it is. He tries to break out of any window, which I don't understand that because you would think that he'd want to stay inside. But that's what he does. So, he is a big poodle. But yeah, it was... So I sent my sister-in-law a message. I said, oh no, how is he doing? Because I knew that it was going to be a bad night for him. So, they gave him some of his relaxing stuff that the vet has given him, and it helped. But yes, fur babies do not like storms. So your wick is so scared of anything. Aww, it's so sad because it's like they can't talk. You know, you can't communicate with them. You just try to comfort them and help them as much as they can. But it's not like they can have a conversation with you. You know, so. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this video. So, there is a part at the very beginning please pay attention. I'm not going to restart this over and over and over. If you guys want to watch it, you guys can go to YouTube, and it's on my YouTube channel. It is Exposing the Truth 125, just like my main TikTok account. I am on my backup TikTok account because I will explain that later why. I feel like we'll get into that in a little bit. But so here we go. I'm going to take this off and then we're going to play this. But make sure my volume is up all the way. Okay. Hope y'all can hear. Okay.
Yeah, they still think that. Oh, she's talking terrible. They're talking terrible about y'all. Y'all don't have good sense. Hey, Tamara. But we're going to make some belly welly while we wait. Hey, Brody, I don't know who you are, but you got some feathers ruffled.
That's as high as I can do it. You know what? Hold on one second. Let me see if I can. I'll play this on my tablet. I feel like I could get it louder. So hold on. Just bear with me. We'll restart this. Okay, before I start this, I'm going to only play this one time, and that is it. I need to change my charger. Hold on one second. I need something longer. I'm only going to play this one time. If anybody comes in and they want to hear this, it's on the YouTube channel. So. Oh, good gravy. Hold on. Gotta make sure we're all plugged in. Okay. Alright, can everybody hear me? Okay, this is yesterday's, one of yesterday's lives that she did, okay? So we're gonna watch the first. Donna, I sent you a message. Did you see it? Yes, okay. Here we anybody that wants to go and watch this on their own, they can go to my YouTube channel, Exposing the Truth 125. And you can go on there and you can watch it. So anybody comes in, we're not playing this again.
Yeah, they still think that. Oh, she's talking terrible. They're talking terrible about y'all. Y'all don't have good sense. Hey, Tamara. But we're going to make some belly welly while we wait. Hey, Brody, I don't know who you are, but you got some feathers ruffled. Yeah. Hey. If they were telling the truth, it'd be one thing. Let who talk? No, I do not. But lies are lies. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, I have. I'm okay. Thank you. Yep, he's doing good. I admit to what I did wrong, but I'm not admitting to stuff that I didn't do. Okay, I did the 8.7 ounce container of Benefiber with probiotics. And I've got to do 6 servings or packets of electrolyte packets. I've got the Wella electrolyte, and 1 scoop is a serving, so I've got to do 6 of those. Willy, willy, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you could use Propel packets. You could use however. Hello, how are you, honey? And then I need 20 grams of collagen. I've got some little packets of it. I'm going to grab one of those. This is 20 grams of collagen. It would be 1 scoop out of the bucket or whatever, but it's this 1 packet. And that's it. All right, now then I'm going to mix this really well. I think I'm going to make Wayne some brownies.
This is a replay from yesterday.
Yeah, but it can be any collagen, darling. It don't have to be this collagen. This is just some that I got to have on the go, and they're in an individual packet. But like the NeoCells collagen, any of the collagens, Vitals, Proteins collagen, you need 1 20-gram serving. That's it. Yeah, I decided not to go. He was just running to the bank and coming right back. You're so welcome, sweetheart. Any collagen that you have will work. Usually 1 serving of collagen is 20 grams, and you need 20 grams of powdered collagen. That's it. Now you could use Propel packets instead of this. Any flavor you want. No, I don't have all my stuff back yet. I'm making homemade Belly Willy.
Hold on, everybody. It's coming.
Oh, darn, she got off live. Let me just make this statement, and I hope it gets back to the people it needs to get to, okay? I just got off the phone with Judge Truth a little bit ago, and she was making dog treats. And she doesn't know who Brody is, and she is not Brody. So, joke's on you for that. And I don't know who Brody is. So, anyway, and then, not only that, believe whoever you want to believe, but Donna is lying. She's lying. So don't ever say I did something I didn't do. You want to tell the truth about me? Tell the truth about me, but don't lie about me. I literally told her they are swollen this big. Unless she thinks that's a picture. That's a lie. And me showing my husband sleeping yesterday was not for anybody's sympathy. It was because I have people in this chat who love and care about him. And if y'all remember just right, somebody thought it was the dog sleeping. And I said, no, it was my husband. And he had been really sick yesterday, and he still feels terrible today. Didn't even feel like going to the bank, but he had to. So, Donna is lying, and I'll tell her to her face she's lying. And I'll tell her in court she's lying. And also, Judge Truth is not Brody. I don't know who Brody is. I didn't send Brody over there. Don't know who Brody is. And I can't help what other people do. I didn't gather up a crowd to come over here, to go over there and do something like y'all did to me yesterday. Y'all wanted to all huddle up. Now you go say this to her, and then you go say that to her, and then I'll come in and say this, and then I'll threaten her with that, and then I'll go in and say this. I don't play those 8th grade games. So, Donna, you're a liar, and I'll tell you to your face you're a liar. And for you to sit and lie about that is so wrong. And for someone to have been in a position at that time, thank you, sweetheart. So, but yeah, Judge Truth said if she come in to say something, she would say it herself. So, don't accuse her of something she didn't do either. I don't know who Brody is. Do not know. So if Brody went over there and said something, it wasn't because I told him to, and it wasn't because Judge Truth did it or told him to. So that's just more of your lies exposing the truth. You wouldn't know the truth if it hit you upside the head. The Belly Willy's a fun. You sure can get a recipe for the Belly Willy. Wait just a minute, y'all. Hang on. Thank y'all. What is Belly Willy? Belly Willy, you know what benefiber is. Benefiber has probiotics in it, and it is fiber. Now I want you to think about a water hose, and I want you to think about like instant potatoes being inside a water hose, okay? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I don't care about it. So, the instant, just imagine Belly Willy being like instant potatoes, just dry and laying there. That's not going to help anybody to stay regular, go to the bathroom, do nothing. But if you mixed water with them, then it's going to be like mashed taters, and it's going to move things on down the line, right?
Nuggets, sis?
Well, Belly Willy got ahead of the game, and they put electrolytes in with the fiber and the probiotics. And when they put them in there together, then the instant potatoes are laying there, And I told her yes. Is that okay? That we're going. And so they put electrolytes with it. So where salt is, water will follow. So if you've got the salt and everything in with the mashed taters and they're in the intestines and it pulls the water to it, it's going to make the mashed taters be like mashed taters and not just dry fire. And that's what Billy Willie did. Well, me and another nurse friend of mine sat down, went through every ingredient in a serving size, and we measured it out and we figured it serving for serving for serving and came up with a recipe to make it our own, because this runs $20 a pop. And I can make this full like 4 times for $20. No, they say that's my fault, Karen. They say because who I am and supposedly how bad I am, that he has cancer because of my wrongdoings. My God don't work that way. And Angela said that. Okay. Yeah. No, he doesn't. And if he did work that way, they'd be in some trouble. Yes. Yes, you can. I'm just filling up my...
I wish there was like a 10-second thing.
No, they say that's my fault, Karen. They say because who I am and supposedly how bad I am, that he has cancer because of my wrongdoings. My God don't work that way. And Angela said that.
This is all on my YouTube channel, so you can go and watch any of the videos. Every video that she does, I am uploading them for anybody to watch, because she is saying a lot of things that some of you guys do need screen recordings of. You can go to my YouTube channel. It is Exposing the Truth 125, just like my main account username.
Okay. Yeah. No, he doesn't. And if he did work that way, they'd be in some trouble.
Angela, the timestamp on that, I would go to about 16 minutes and 45 seconds in.
Yes. Yes, you can. I'm just filling up my container.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, that's what they said. They don't care to call my name out and say all this stuff. I'm sick of not calling theirs out. But I'll see them in court. Oh, he loves his dino. Oh, yeah, he has been dumping flower pots. That was his thing for a while. Are these not the cutest you've ever seen? These itsy bitsy French fries. He did. He had to go to take.
Dina, are you, what'd you say? Whatever we want, but if we say anything, she will take us to court.
And he brought me back a four nugget Happy Meal that I like. I don't want it, baby. Cece might even eat those. You need the protein. That poor dog that was on the leash right now. My goodness, that same dog that I'm just ashamed of. Yeah, that'd be a shame because we're not watching him every second in case he were to walk off, but it's wrong to chain him. And he's on a beach towel. That's the biggest beach towel I've ever seen in my life. It's a queen size big blanket, That's more of the lies. Exposing the truth wouldn't know the truth but hit her upside the head. She ought to be called exposing her own lies because that's a liar. If you're going to expose something, tell the truth. I know, I love Happy Meals too. Here's the French fries, sweetie. Which one sauce you want, sweet and sour? He's loose, but he's just laying by his steps. Laying by his steps. He won't run off. No, he ain't trying to run off. You gotta have some, you're dehydrated. Drink. And Mama might get you for chewing on the road. You need to drink fluids and put some electrolytes in them. Listen to this, y'all. I gotta tell you this story. My husband's grandfather was very well known in this community, and there were several brothers, and they all lived right here together. Okay, and thus they called it Selmayer's Town for a long time, and very well known in the community. And there's many times that those men fed people that were hungry, and I just can't tell you what all. Anyway, great men. Well, their father had was it a hat? I don't know how to explain what it was. Yeah, I do. It's a half. Was it his child? A half child? No, not half brother. It was a half brother. Wasn't that what it was? Yeah. Anyway, these people got on Ancestry.com and started looking. They thought that where are they from? I can't remember. Anyway, they were a long way away from here. And they thought that they were the only Selmayers left around. And they got on Ancestry.com and they found Wayne's cousin. And they said when they got to looking in this area that they were just tons of the Selmayers, And so I just think that's really neat because they didn't know anything about them and we didn't know nothing about them. And so then they drinks, you got to get some fluids in you. You're dehydrated. You got to drink some fluids with electrolytes or Gatorade. Anyway, so they are in town, and we're going to get to go eat with them tonight. And I just think that is so neat. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? I love it when people connect from across the country that never knew about each other and all that. Now, they have met some of Wayne's cousins. They've met Trent before, but they've not met us. And I just think it is so cool because they thought that because there was nobody else around named that, they didn't hear of anybody else with that last name, and they thought they were it. You don't know how you like what, darling? Like what, baby? Now, Trent's met them before. It's cool. And so, I just think it's really, really neat. They've been here before and met Trent and them. I just think it's amazing. Sometimes I want to do that Ancestry.com just to see who you can find.
That's fine, Angela.
You know, that's interesting to me.
I have some stuff to say as well. So I will let you come up with the box and then I will address what I have to say. But it's gonna be a little bit, so you'll have time. So just breathe.
But so thank you, baby. Well, if you do, what dose are you on, Jen? I mean, it's not for everybody, but what dose are you on? You sure you can? Isn't it amazing? I know. Wow. You can't remember. No. Jen, you don't know what your dose is? How long have you been on it? And do you get compound or do you get from Savage Labs or do you get... If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, I think it may cost a little more, but I think that you can order like a low sodium electrolyte thing, but just drink the water is all I would say, because you need the fluids. Lots of times when you are nauseous, any time that you are on this shot or you have a headache on this shot, you're dehydrated. And you either need some Gatorade or you need some just water. Just water. The main reason I say electrolytes or I say Gatorade is it will hydrate you so much faster, you know, because it's got all the other stuff in it. But just plain water. I'm excited for you. She said, tell her, Paige is on here, she said, tell my sissy to quiet down. She's being too loud. She says, tell her to quiet down. Why did she say it? She said, tell her to quieten it down. Shoot. Want to see? Oh, I feel so much better. I'm down 235 gravity points. I went from 387 to 152. And I'm absolutely content. I went from a side.
I'm going to pause this right here. Even if homemaking with PhD is blocked, I don't know if she is blocked on my end or she has me blocked. Her daughter came in and was screen recording because she was telling her to screen record. She has people in this probably right now that are listening. Every single time I go live, there's somebody in here listening. I would encourage, when I have something to say, I encourage any of you mods that are in here, any of the other people that are in here, to screen record this and send it to her. I encourage you to. Paula will hear this one way or another, whether she comes up in here, her daughter comes up in here, Brody comes up in here, whoever. I encourage you to screen record this.
28 jean that I had to lay on the bed to button zip to these size 10 jean shorts. And I can actually put my hand in the waist with them. Me, I'm in a size 10. That blows my mind. Oh, I am so proud of you. Thank you. I know she would. Well, Paige, at least you're getting protein. That's all I can say. It's 5 milligrams, okay? Jen, is it compound or name brand? What? So what's in yours? Just go with. Paige is eating pink fluff, no cottage cheese, not sugar-free, and she added marshmallows. Y'all don't make it like Paige. Does yours just go with? For real? Why didn't you just zap the cottage cheese in a blender? Cool Whip, strawberry jello, marshmallows, pecans, and pie. Playing with this dinosaur. You could have added that cottage cheese and never known it. You could have blended it. That's a lie, Paige. I know. Don't listen. Trizepatide. Okay, trizepatide is compound. So you mix it and no. You do what kind of shot 4 times a week? I do trizepatide once a week. What are you doing 4 times a week?
Okay. Angela, are you... I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to let you come up, and I'm going to let you talk. So, request up. Hello.
Hey y'all, I don't know what order to do this in. First thing I want to say is again to anyone, Pam, Miss Liz, Dee Dee, anyone that I helped this woman scam, I am sorry. I know I helped her. I was there for 2.5 years. I didn't have any choice but to help her because I thought what she was doing was fine. I didn't know what dry begging was. I certainly didn't know that she was scamming people online to people. Once I figured it out, I got out, and I'm very sorry for anybody that I may have hurt. It was not my intention. With that said, I have a video. with this woman wishing cancer back on my husband, I would never say anything like that about her husband. Never. I pray for that man. Y'all, I pray for that man more than I pray for me. Because I don't want anybody to die from cancer. Why would she say that about me? Why would she open her mouth and my name fly out? Paula, if you're listening and somebody's screen recording this for you, you're going to regret that. I don't have to lift a finger. My God handles my messes, and he will handle you, I promise. I don't know how he'll do it. I pray it's not by anything familial. I pray it's something that he does to you. I hope he knocks you off this app. I hope he knocks you off of social media and puts you on the ground so you can get the help you deserve, get the help you need. I'm sorry, Exposing. I know I'm rambling, but I'm just beside myself.
You're fine.
I mean, I would never say, if she's got receipts, please show them. I got receipts where she said she wanted my husband to get cancer back, and she hoped she lived to see it because of karma. No. With my background with my husband, I wouldn't wish cancer on anybody because he was before cancer. He is not the person. Rachel's in here. He's not the person he was before chemo. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Not anybody. And if anybody in here believes I would, please understand, I don't lie. My daughter's in here. She will tell you if I lie to anybody, I immediately fix it because it was an unintentional lie, and I can't lie. That's one of the things God took away from me when I started serving him. He took away my ability to lie. I've never said that. I've never even thought that about her husband. I mean, Dee Dee, get in the box if you need to. I'll shut up. I just needed to say that because it was important that y'all know that I would not say that about her husband. Ever. I'm sorry, Dee Dee. Go ahead.
Hey, Angela. You are not the one that said that you thought God gave her husband cancer, excuse me, because of all of the mean things that she said. I said it on a live, and then I said it again on a second live and apologized openly in Checkmate's streaming that she did. So
I remember that. I had forgotten, but I remember that, Miss Dee Dee.
Yeah, for her to say that you're the one that said that, no, ma'am, you did not. That was me. I took ownership for that. And in Checkmates Live, I said, Paula, if you're listening, I am sorry that I said that, which I do. I feel bad for what I said. But after she had told me, y'all know how she humiliated me on a live one day.
Yes,
and then
ma'am.
when I contacted her on the phone and she told me to go unalive myself, like my father and my sister had done, that's why I said what I said about God got her back for being evil, because God is good. We all know God is good, but God also has a way of making things happen to people too, and that's my belief. But you are not in fault, Angela. You did not say that. I did it. So if anybody's listening, I said it. Paula knows I said it because she even mentioned it in one of her lives, that she couldn't believe that Dee Dee said what she said. So it's not your fault. Please don't beat yourself up about it. You didn't say it. I did it. I take 100% responsibility for it. Do I regret saying it? Yes, I do. But when someone hurt you as bad as they did, and I'm still feeling bad about it. I shouldn't have said it, but I did. But that's it. But
I understand. That's why I needed a couple of minutes before I come up here, because I would have said some horrible, horrible things that I wouldn't be able to take back. Because what was going through my head would have come out of my mouth. I don't have a filter. So I understand you saying that. I get it. Would I say it? Probably not. In the heat of a moment, maybe. But I don't fault you for it. That's how you felt. I mean, if somebody said that to me about unaliving myself, no, they'd be on like a milk bone. And I don't know. I don't know what God's got in store for her, honey, but I know He's got something for the evil that she spewed.
And one of the reasons I feel so strongly about that is because my husband and I were having a conversation one night, and this was 25 years ago, 20 years ago. And he made a statement about his ex-wife's husband. Said something like, "Oh, I wish he'd just die," or something like that. And I said, Dan, don't ever say anything like that. God's going to hear what you're saying, and he's going to get you back. Well, guess what? 2 months later, guess who was diagnosed with cancer? Me, you know?
Yeah.
And I told my husband, I said, Dan, karma. What do you want to call it? If it's karma, if it's God, I felt that God harmed me because of the evil that came out of my husband's mouth for another human. So that's, I had that in my mind. But Angela, I'm sorry that she accused you of that, because you didn't say it. I did. So she needs
Hey, I
to
just
get her
seen where
memory.
Maggie said hey to Brody. Hey, Brody. How you today?
Hey, Brody, this is Dee Dee. I'm the one that made the statement, not Angela. And Paula knows that I publicly apologized for saying that. And she knows why I said that, because she told me to go kill myself. So, you know what? If you want to hang out with a woman who's supposed to be a Christian and have all this love in her heart, when she tells one of her top gifters and her top supporters,
Hold on, Dee Dee. I gotta take you down. Of course, they're gonna start reporting. So everybody, please start tapping. Start tapping.
Yeah, you can drop me down. I just wanted to make sure I apologize to people I hurt through this woman, and I wanted to make sure it was known that with my background, I would have never said anything like that. And
Angela, listen. You have asked everybody for forgiveness so many times. Everybody has forgiven you. At the time when all of this happened, you didn't know what this woman was doing. You didn't know.
I did
So
not.
you can't keep holding that to yourself and feeling that. There's so many people that she has done this to. This just shows you have such a good heart. You get up here, you've apologized to everybody, you say their names when you're apologizing to them.
Oh God, there were so many exposing. There were so many. You were there.
I was there. But the thing is that you are forgiven.
Thank y'all. I just carry so much guilt. I don't know. I can't. That's one of the things that I struggle with putting down is guilt over things that I did, whether I did it intentionally or inadvertently, and I struggle with that. But I'm learning. I'm learning. I just wanted them to know that I would. That's not my personality. That she knows that. She knows that's not me. She knows it's her because she did it. I have a screen recording of it, but nobody will play it. But it's all good. It's fine. I understand. But yeah, she did it, but I wouldn't do it because I know how bad it hurt me when she did it. So yeah, I'm just done with her. Let go and let God handle it now. I am, Miss Liz. I am. I told you, my God is a good God. I don't know what He's got in store for her, but something's coming. Something's coming.
God's going to be the one. God is going to be the one. And
yes, ma'am.
Sometimes it's hard because you just are like, you just want to blow up. But you know what? We have to let God do His thing. And It's hard. It is beyond hard. But the thing that we can do the most right now is we can expose her and we can...
Right. And I am here for it. I'm here to help you any way I can. You, Pam, all Checkmate, Sunshine, anybody that's trying to get this lady shut down, I'm here for it. I'm here for you every day. Every time y'all go live, I will support you and do whatever I can to increase your platform. Just know that, and know that it's probably vindictive of me, but here comes that storm y'all were talking about.
Storm. Oh, yay. I love it.
Yes, ma'am. It's rolling in. I said, oh, Lord, I probably don't need to be doing this.
We had a good thunderstorm last night, but I appreciate you coming up. I'm sorry that she threw your name out like that. And Dee Dee came up and she said that she was the one that had said that. She literally on Checkmates Live, if anybody is watching, I would recommend to go watch that whole live that
The whole
Checkmate
thing.
did. You
The
can
whole thing.
hear Dee Dee get up in there, and she literally is saying who she's sorry to. And I'm going to go over a little bit of that here in a little bit about things when we apologize.
Right.
So, anybody, go watch Checkmates Live. Go watch Checkmates Live.
Okay, lady, I'm gonna drop down and just be listening because it's about time for him, and I don't want him to know that she's done
That's
this
why I stopped and I let you in because of that. So,
because he knows how bad it upsets me. He'll ask me every other day or so what's she done now, and I just blow it off. And I'm absolutely going to blow this one off because that would make me stop watching. So,
well, you have a team of ladies, friends that love you, and we are all here for each other. My box is always open. There are other people's boxes that are always open. And so we are all here for each other, and we are going to stick with each other, and we are going to bring awareness until the day she is off this app. And I will get more into that here in a little bit.
All right. I love y'all. Thank you. Thanks for the gifts. I don't know what to do with them, and I didn't know I was getting them, but thank you. And I'll be in the chat if y'all need me.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Now I don't know how to get out.
Get you out. Be safe with the storm. There we go. Okay. All right. We're going to go back to...
Yeah, you'll get talked about. You better watch your mouth.
All right, recap. This is Homemaking with PhD yesterday, when she got on, and you guys can watch the beginning of this right now. We're at 31 minutes. You can go watch the video on my YouTube channel. It's Exposing the Truth 125. And you can watch why Angela got up in the box is because Paula said that Angela was the one that said that because Wayne is going through this, that Angela had said that it was because of her. You can go back and watch word for word. I don't know word for word, but you can go back and watch. So that's where we're at. And she had mentioned about Donna being a liar about the photo that Paula showed Donna. That's where we're at with this. And Wayne has left. Wayne came back. I believe they're eating right now. Is Wayne in the house right now? Yes, I can tell. Yes, Wayne is in the house right now.
Well, no, let me explain that. The GLP-1, and you're taking trizepatide, and you're taking it 4 times a week. I've never heard of that. Never. I've only known of people taking it once a week. Well, if you shouldn't be, then don't be, sweetheart. But I was going to tell you, if it's compound that you draw up yourself, you could take 3 milligrams, not 5, or go back to 2.5, half your dose, if you want to. If not, don't take it at all. And I couldn't take semaglutide. It made me sick. I couldn't take it. Oh, but why? I mean, okay. Why stick yourself that many times a week? I just don't understand the concept because it will slowly absorb. Anyway, I've never heard of that though. Oh, the nausea made them sick in a large dose, so they take itsy bitsy doses. I guess. Okay, so to do maintenance, this is what some people. Oh yeah, I talk about microdosing, yeah. But I just thought that was like for. I thought microdosing was just for maintenance. I didn't realize people would just stay on it that way for all the time. I thought you microdosed to get up to regular doses or to maintain. At least that's how Jazz has taught me. But most people can take it once a week, and then you're not being stuck as many times and all that. But whatever works for you. I know some people that take it every 5 days instead of every 7. I know some people take it every 10 days instead of every 7. So, but the microdosing, I've always read about it being for, who does? But everything that Jazz has talked to me about was microdosing when you started, the 2.5, if that people were sensitive to that, you go lower than that and slowly go up, and it might take them a lot longer to get to 5, or whenever you get to maintenance and microdosing. Now, what my plan is, there's different ways to do maintenance. Okay, so this is the thing. You can do it cold turkey and say, I'm at my goal, I'm coming off of it. You can go to a itty bitty microdose and say, I'm just going to take this itty bitty 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 bitty. But you can also work down the ladder like you worked up it. For instance, this is what Jazz recommends for me. I'm 2 pounds away from my goal. Once I reach 150, 2 pounds, and I'm on 15 milligrams a week. Okay, I'm on the maximum of it. I've not added the booster ever, but I'm just on the mass, So, what? All right, baby. I love you. You look so pretty. I love you. Oh, she can. She wants to, but I doubt it. Okay, she said no. Okay, bye. I love you.
Sunshine, I sent you a message.
See, so that's what works for pain. Okay, now then, I'm on 15 milligrams once a week. So what I might do is when I reach my goal, 2 more pounds, when I reach that goal, then I might say for 1 month, stay on my 15 and just try to make sure that I'm staying at the 150, My goal is to stay between 150 and 175, honestly. Floating around 160 is a good number for me. I'm fine with that, okay? But I just want to hit that 150 one time. And, but what you do, the way that Jazz wants me to do it, is take the 15 for a month after I hit the goal. And then the next month, on the first shot of the month, weigh that day and go down to 12.5 and take that for 1 month. And then the next month, when it's the time for the first shot, weigh again. If I maintained or if I did not gain more than 3 pounds, stay on the 12.5 or even step it down to the 10. Do that for a month. Check the weight again. If the weight went up, you might have to go back to 12.5, or you might stay at the 10 and try it for 1 more month, and you just kind of teeter-totter it until you can find your spot to where that you can be on the lowest dose possible and still maintain your weight. And you just work your way back down that ladder. And just like it took me 2 years to get all the way up the ladder, it may take me 2 years to work my way down to, say, 7.5, where I stay on it forever. Or 5, then I stay on it forever. You see what I'm saying? But you'll find that spot where the food noise is not there, but you're not losing more. You're just maintaining. I will probably be taking it forever or for a long, long time. But my goal would be to be able to take like 5 milligrams once a week. I would be able to do that. But if I have food and it's just a battle for me to try to keep the weight off, and it's hard. Why not take the 10 and not battle? You know what I'm saying? And so that's just the way that you don't trust yourself. All right, I had 4, I didn't eat any french fries. I had 4 chicken nuggets, and I can't eat these 2. Just 1.5. So whatever that you might, what? Oh, that's right. That's right. And it's a tool. Now, can you just take the shot and that be all you do and you drop 235 pounds? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You have to make good choices also. You know, I changed everything. Everything. I changed it all. And I don't ever want to be addicted to food again. I don't ever want food to be where I look for happiness. I don't ever want to be addicted to it again. But I would like to come down off the 15, you know, but I just don't know what number will be that balance for me. So, I just love y'all. Can I ask y'all something? When y'all were in my live yesterday, and for like 2 seconds, I turned the camera around and showed that he was sleeping. Did I do something wrong? Do y'all think that was wrong? He don't care. I don't care. Do y'all think that I did something that was just terribly wrong? Because they were talking like I was this absolutely horrific wife for doing that. And that he should have the right to know if he's being filmed. If he is asleep in the living room and he knows I'm unboxing boxes and I'm all over this living room and dining room, and he sat in front of the live himself and unboxed a box, if you will remember. He sat in front of it himself and unboxed a box in front of the camera. But because he got up and laid down in the chair and fell asleep, and I turned the camera on him, I'm a terrible wife. Okay. I was just wondering if there was something that I wasn't getting there. It's just something for them to complain about. It's just something for them to try to cause a problem about. They are, you're exactly right, Lisa. They are so desperate. Desperate for anything and everything because they cannot stand it that y'all come in here and hang out with me. They cannot stand that I am as happy as I can be with y'all. They can't stand it that, you know, I'm going through a lot.
Do y'all notice one thing right here? The moment Wayne leaves the house, she changes just like that. She changes. Her whole attitude, her whole everything changes. She don't talk about like this in front of him. She does in front of Ruby Carroll. To a point. But she don't talk about this. And her upset when Wayne's there. Anyways. Hi, Jen. Welcome in.
I'm going through a lot with my husband. I'm going through a lot with Glenda. And I'm going through a lot with this house. And if me hanging out with y'all on live is something I enjoy, they can't stand it. They can't stand it. They can't stand it when y'all say that I look pretty. They can't stand it when y'all say that I look good because I've lost. They can't stand it when I say, like, that I got to get that stuff for the gym. They can't stand it. They can't stand it if I shop. They can't stand it. They don't. At first, it was all about the addiction. And then when I get through that and, working on 10 months, and I have had 16 drug screens and they're all perfectly fine, and they still are saying that I'm not clean, what more do you want? I've had 16 urine drug screens, 3 blood drug screens, okay, all within 10 months, and they are all perfect. And then, if I talk about Wayne, that's wrong. I shouldn't talk about him being sick. I'm just lying, saying he's got cancer when he don't. Then, when I don't talk about Wayne, I am so self-centered, I ain't giving a bit of attention to him. When I clean, she shouldn't be cleaning. Because if she's cleaning, she ought to be out working a job. What's that got to do with epilepsy? I don't know. I ain't figured that out either. But anyway, but if I'm not cleaning, they'll point out, oh, they think that my house is dirty. It does not matter what I do. If I ask for prayers for my husband with stage 4 cancer, and he don't have stage 4 cancer, they said, and they said that he's not terminally ill, he's too big. I did not know it had a weight limit. They don't understand that his intestines are swollen 4 times what they're supposed to be. And then some of the others said he's not terminal because he ain't dead yet. He should have been dead. Oh, and the reason that he is sick with cancer is because of things I've done in my past. It's all.
I'm going to point out another thing. If they are 4 times normal size, why have they not ruptured? I would think that they would rupture.
Fault. It's all my fault. For what Angela said. He got cancer because of me. My God, don't work that way.
If his intestines are 4 times the size that they should be, don't you think that they would rupture?
And, yeah. So, anyway, nothing I do is right. And if they can't do it by telling the truth about something, they'll lie. And that's what they've done, and we've caught them in it over and over again. I'm this bad, bad, bad dog mom because the dog sleeps on a great big queen-size blanket folded over 4 times. They said it was a beach towel. And he has his own fan. He's got his own expensive toys. He's got his own puppy chow. He's had his shots. He's had his stuff down his back for fleas and ticks. He's had his wormer, and we let him loose when we're outside, and we chain him up when we're not for his own safety. And he's an outside dog. And I'm a terrible dog mama because of that. I'm not going to keep him, and I shouldn't even have got him. Well, I didn't get him. My husband did. And he wanted him as an outside dog. He doesn't want him inside. He's an outside dog. And they said I should take him back to where I got him from. Where I got him from? He was in a bale of hay full of fleas and ticks. I had to bathe him 4 times with Dawn dish detergent to get him off of him. Now, that dog has his own blanket in the car and rides on the console between me and Wayne when we run to town and stuff. The thing that I put in my car to catch my purse on the center thing, that's not for a purse anymore. It is for him. He sits up there and lets his little booty hang off in that little basket, and he has a little lap quilt, and that lap quilt is on that console. When we go riding in the pickup and go around the back roads just to get out and ride because my husband wants to, he gets on that console. When we go to Sonic and get something, he gets a hamburger, meat and cheese only. When we go to McDonald's and we get something, he gets a hamburger, meat and cheese only. When we go to Arby's, he gets a regular roast beef, just meat. But I'm a terrible dog mama. And he's sleeping on a beach towel, not even a dog bed. That thick, fuzzy blanket for a queen-size bed folded in 4s is much thicker than any dog bed I've ever felt of. And he's got his own personal fan blowing on him with 4 and 5 kinds of treats all the time and Purina puppy chow. He loves it outside. When you bring him in here, he'll sit by the door and cry to go outside. But nothing I do is right. I don't do nothing right in their books. I don't deserve a second chance. I don't deserve to prove myself that, nothing. So now you and him's been playing and somebody's bleeding, huh? Poor pitiful dog. Poor pitiful dog. He's been playing with Daddy. It's poor pitiful Daddy. I'm so proud of you. I don't think they hold themselves to the same standards as me. No, my standards are much higher. I do nothing right. If I talk about drinking pineapple juice, I'm not a Proverbs 31 woman. Honey, the good Lord talks about sex in the Bible, and he made it between a man and a woman to make it very special. And I don't care for nobody knowing me and my husband have a good sex life. I don't care. Maybe they need a better one. Sex is not a bad, dirty thing unless you are cheating, and neither one of us have ever done that. As a matter of fact, we've never been with anybody but each other. Wonder if they can say that too. They can't. So, way that they can talk bad about me is telling lies. So we've got our Belly Willy made. We made our face wash and our toner. What am I going to wear tonight to meet these people that I've never met before? That is Wayne's cousin. Distantly, but still. If Wayne's pawpaw had a half brother, they had the same daddy, not the same mama. And that man moved far away and had a whole family, and they thought they were the only Settlemeyerses ever. And when they checked it on Ancestry.com and they found them and they started researching, they found it out. I do like Bennett Fiber better, and I get the one with the probiotics, and I make my own Belly Willy with it. And so, anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to wear tonight. But I got to figure it out. I think it is so neat. I mean, I think I'd like to go on Ancestry.com and find, my family, them that I just think it's very interesting. Very interesting. Don't y'all think that's interesting? I just think it's very interesting.
All right. Now we're going to chat. So, at the very beginning of her video, I have no idea. I have no idea if she did or didn't. Beginning of the video, she came on, and she said she had just got off the phone with Judge Truth. Judge Truth was making dog biscuits. She said she's not Brody. I'm going to show you the messages of what Brody said. Brody sent me a message that said, "Leave home cooking with PhD alone." I said, "Or what?" I stream her, and that's it. Kick rocks, buddy. Why do you have to stream her? I said, "I'm bringing awareness." Yeah, sure you are. Oh, I am. Have a great day. Have a shitty day. That's what they replied back. I said, "So kind." Yeah, I know, dumbass. I said, "Anger issues?" No. I said, "Sounds like it." Sounds like it, but it doesn't look like it, dumb white whore. I said, "If you were a gentleman, you wouldn't be talking like that." And there was people in the chat that were saying that it could be Brendan, it could be Angie, it could be all these people. At the time, I was like, okay, well, maybe it's Brandon. So I said, Angie didn't teach you very well. I can talk however I want. Then they said, pussy. And then I was like, The language is starting to sound like this is Judge T. And I said, okay, Judge. They sent me a dead emoji. And dead emojis after that. Many people in this chat were saying Judge as well. So when Paula went live, she said Judge was not behind that account. I do know Brody was going into Paula's chat and messaging in there. They were sent to TikTok. I have nothing to hide. Going in there and messaging while Paula was live. And let's back it up. The reason why this all started was Paula has been trying to get my info and Checkmate's info. Because we're both doing awareness on Paula. Checkmate got wind of it. Checkmate went into Homemaking with PhDs live and asked her, why are you trying to get my info? And Paula immediately went, I'm not getting your info. I'm not having blah, 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 all this. The night shift went in there, and Bama something was in there as well. Brody was in there messaging. Brody said to Texas Whiskey, I have something for you and send it to your message. So whether Paula wants to claim that she knows Brody or doesn't know Brody, I don't know. But I am going to say this. I said it was Judge, and I said it was Homemaking with PhD or Angie or any of them. So I am publicly going to apologize because I don't know exactly who this person is. So if anybody is in here right now that is watching from Homemaking with PhD or on JT's group, please screen record this. Homemaking with PhD, I apologize that I brought your name into this. I don't know that it is you. And I am sorry that I had said that it was you. And Judge Truth, I apologize as well. Take that to them. I am not going to not apologize for something that I have said. I am all about truth. I am all about if there is something that I have said that is wrong, I will make that right. So that is my apology. From this moment on, I will not be discussing Judge Truth. Period. And I do not want her name being brought up in this chat at all. And it is not because anybody has contacted me. It has not been nothing. I'm doing this because of who I am. So, from this moment on, I would ask the chat not to speak on her whatsoever. Next, I want to say is I am not going to stop streaming Homemaking with PhD. I am not going to stop streaming other people that are on this app that need awareness brought to them, needs people to be streaming them. I am not going to stop. What I am doing is nothing wrong. Homemaking with PhD, your family, your mods that are watching, I highly encourage you to go and watch all these other streamers that stream people that are doing exactly what Homemaking with PhD is doing. I will say this, you're lucky at this point that you don't have as many people streaming you that JP has right now. But just wait, it will happen. But I'm not going to stop streaming. Because there are people out there that you have hurt, that you are taking advantage of, even to people that are in your chat that you are trying to get money out of for mentoring, for showing all of this stuff. Shots, all of that. I'm not going to stop. And I do have a personal reason for doing this. And I guess, when awareness groups start streaming somebody, there's something about it that they stick to the same person a lot. It's because they either have a personal reason or it's a person that they've watched for a long time and then has realized what they are doing is wrong. And that is why I stream you. I watched you from the very beginning of when you started going live. I fell for your stuff. I fell for your fake Christianity that you are showing to everybody. I fell for that. I bought your files. So I have chose to stream you because there is that personal relationship that I watched you hurt many people. Dee Dee was the number one person that I saw after Pam left, that how you treated her. Miss Liz, Teresa, anybody that wanted to come in and ask how Pam was or where was Pam, you blocked them. Pam was our friend. Pam was the best mod that you had at that time. Pam was the one that would sit there and she would talk to all the people. Right now, your mods that you have right now, they just want to block everybody. That's not who you were. That's not who you were. You hurt so many people. And that is why I stream you. The way that you treated Teresa and Donna, Angela, all of them. Talking about Miss Liz was my final draw with you. When I said, are you kidding me? People go in there now and ask questions and you block them. There's very little people that still follow you from when you started 3 years ago. That's embarrassing. That's how you've changed. You're not the same person. So that is why I'm streaming you, and that is why I will keep streaming you. You've torn relationships. You would talk bad about your mods one to another. Have you ever sat down and thought about how you treated these people? I mean, if you have a conscience, I don't understand how you have not gone on this app and said you are sorry. And if you say, oh, well, they're all blocked. Yeah, you have them blocked. You have them all blocked. Sit down and write down all these names that you have hurt. That list is going to be really long. And as a Christian woman, shame on you for not going to these people personally. And when I say personally, you have their phone numbers, you have their emails, you have a way to unblock them and send them a message and tell them you are sorry for what you have done. But instead of the things that you have done, you want to make excuses and excuses and excuses and tell your chat that these ladies are lying. You want to sit here on your live yesterday and you want to tell Donna that she's a liar? Paula, you know you showed that picture to Donna. Why lie? There's no reason to lie. You want to talk about your recovery and stuff like that. Paula, anybody can change. And they can change. And I'm telling you, I stand behind you when you have changed and you have shown that you are away from all of those drugs. Do you know that if you wouldn't have lied about this stuff, you would have had a whole team of ladies that have stood behind you and held your hand for you to go through this all together? I know I would have. There would have been a good group of people that would have stood behind you because they were there for you day one. Do you remember when you said you went viral and how many people were watching you and loving on you? All the things that people sent you? No, they wouldn't have. You turned your back on them because they took a stand. It's heartbreaking to see what you have done to these people. Paula, I encourage you. I don't know if she's listening. I hope that one of her mods is in here, and I hope they're screen recording this and sending it back to her. I hope. I hope you make things right with the people that you have hurt, because that is biblical. You want to talk about Bible, it is biblical to go to that person and apologize for the things that you have done. And as far as I know, you have not gone to any of these ladies and publicly apologized to them. You want to sit here on TikTok and you want to say, oh, I've apologized. You haven't called out one name and apologized. You haven't said one name. That's different. if you're truly sorry for the way that you have treated these people, you would call them out and say, Teresa, I'm so sorry that I got rid of you when I was in the hospital. Dee Dee, I'm sorry for the things that I said about you and making fun of you and talking. Miss Liz, I'm sorry. Angela, I'm sorry. Donna, I'm sorry. A good Christian woman knows what her Bible says about going and apologizing the right way. So if you want to sit on this app and you want to act like this good Christian lady that you are, get in your Bible and read what your Bible says about that. There are so many more things I could say, but I'm not going to. But you have hurt so many people. And for you just to come on and just, to your chat, I've apologized. No, you haven't. You have not. You have not. The ways and the things that you've said about Pam's family, we've all heard it. We watched it for a long time of how you slandered them. And I'm telling you this, Paula, you want to say, oh, I'll see you in court to all these people? Well, honey, there's a large army of people that are going to stand up against you and the things that you have said and done to these people. I don't know how your family can sit back and they can watch this, let you do this. I don't understand your family. I've never talked to them. I've never nothing. But I'm telling you this, if my mama was acting like this in her kitchen and treating the people that she was treating like you do, she wouldn't even have a TikTok. Because you know what I would go and do as a daughter? I'd go into her account and I would deactivate it for good. You don't deserve to be a creator on this app. You don't. That's right. A public courtroom holds a lot of people. It sure does. It sure does. But there's a large army of ladies and people that are going to take a stand. So if you want to see people in court, we'll see you in court. That is all I've got to say. That is why I came on today. I wanted you guys to listen to that part of the video. I wanted you to see how she acts when not really her family, because she told her, whoever was in the back, which we all know that Ruby Carroll was in the living room, to screen record. But we see how she acts when her husband is around compared to when he's not. And that'll tell you right there what type of a person she is. If you can't talk the same way you do in front of your spouse, in the room or out of the room, it's a little strange. A little strange. So, that is why I wanted to come up. I don't know who this Brody is. I have no idea. I just know this Brody was in the chat. But for anybody coming in, Judge T said that it was not her. And Paula said that she does not know who it is. So I publicly apologize to Homemaking with PhD. And I publicly apologize to Judge Truth. Because that is what I do. My morals, who I am, most importantly, I'm a Christian woman. And I know what my Bible says. And I'm not going to slander people like I've watched this lady do. She's going to say, oh, I broke her. No, you didn't break me. My heart hurts for the people that you've hurt. And to see how upset Paula was saying, and Judge Truth, I was not on the phone. I didn't hear her. But if they did not do that, I was wrong for saying it was them. My character, my Christianity, is everything. So, and I pray that Homemaking with PhD can truly get the help that she needs. I've never one time said that Wayne didn't have cancer. I know he has cancer. You can hear it. You can see his bag. I pray for Wayne. And I pray for Paula. And I pray one day she can get back on she can be on this app and be literally the lady that I used to watch in the beginning. I loved it. Little did I know that you could crack eggs and boil them and hit that little membrane to help you undo your eggs better. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Little things that she did that did help us all. Did. I just want her to be the person and the truth that she is. That she used to be. That I saw in the beginning. But maybe my eyes were fooled. I don't know. So, that is why I came on today. I'm gonna jump off. I probably will come back later and do some more streaming. I have several people that have reached out to me to have me stream other people. And so I am, there's actually another lady that she is older, just like Homemaking with PhD. And so I am going to look into her some more because I want to know a little bit more about the person before I stream. But if you are an awareness page, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing. It's showing. Really, it is. And if you're not an awareness and you are thinking about it, first of all, if you're a Christian, pray about it before you do it. But, you know, there's a lot of people on this app that go after certain people. And they need to be exposed. So, anyways, hold on, I'm looking at my phone. So anyways, I'm going to jump off. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.